Welcome to Week 3 of Butler Challengers in the GGLeagues Michigan Division C Regional Championships. This week, Butler will be facing off against Earlham College Esports, who are 2-0 in GGLeagues. I am your commentator, Luke Renchek, and president of Butler's Esports Club. And today we'll be watching the Butler Challengers face off against Earlham College Esports. So before we get into the game, we're going to look at the lineups of these two teams. We have the Butler Challengers on the left, Rabbi Sung in the top lane, a.k.a. Zefkel, Andalini Casa in that jungle position, Butler Thick. In the mid lane, Cooper Silanek, a.k.a. Coopstar, famous for his Nico gameplay. In the bot lane, switching from support, we have Manuel Alarcon Narva, also running for Vice President of Student Affairs, or Vice President for Students. In-game tag, Manny X. Shout out to my man. And in the support position, Kat Lee, a.k.a. Azeroth. On the side of Earlham Esports, we have Andang, Life Never Hard, Quan Win, EC Endy, Tyler Lee, EC Kazu, or EC is Earlham College, Nat Lee, Double Vis, and Lin Ta, Please Carry Me. Before we get into Champion Select, we're going to look at a few signature picks from Butler's lineup and recap what happened last week. So last week, Butler managed to take down Red Hawk Gaming 1-0, pushing them to 2-0 or 2-1 in the standings, having lost their Week 1 match. And Earlham Esports is currently 2-0, defeating their Week 1 and Week 2 opponents and having a bye week last week. And now the two juggernauts in the league face off. Butler is currently in third, while Earlham Esports is locked in that fourth position, I believe, both with 2 wins in their... or Earlham is third, Butler is fourth. As there are some issues in the draft, it looks like there will be minor delays getting into the game. So we can talk a little bit about these teams. For Butler, what's important here is playing as a team and capitalizing on your solo lanes, right? Rabbi Sung in the top lane, new to league, but picking up the game very quickly. He plays a lot of bruisers, juggernauts, melee carries, and making sure he gets off to a good start is very important for Butler. He knows how to play his lane very conservatively and well in the top lane role, so he's able to turn small advantages into bigger and bigger and bigger and kind of take his lane slowly but surely. He's not a player that's going to make a huge misplay, especially if you give him a lead. So maybe a gank or two early from Butler Thick in the jungle, who is really, the chess master of this team. He's taking all the pieces around him and trying to set up that winning formula. What is going to get his team across that victory finish line? You have mid lane Coopstar, young, exciting player. He likes to fight a lot, and it can be a little bit of boom or bust. We've seen him pop off in some games and, cause the team to a detriment in others. But as of recently, in their last 3 matches, he's looked very, very strong, especially on that Nico pick. We move into the bot lane. It's going to be very, very crucial for Manny and Azeroth, Manny and Kat to basically hold the lane and play to their strengths, right? Depending on what type of bot lane they draft, Manny has been leaning towards Caitlyn and Ashe. A lot of long-range, poke-heavy characters, while Kat seems to move or gravitate towards Zyra, Janna, Lux, Morgana, long-range supportive mages. So having the bot lane scale. And we are back with more Butler Challengers action as we hop into Champion Select for the lineup of Butler Challengers playing in GGLeagues against Earlham College Esports. Of course, the Butler Challengers are 2-1 in the league, while Earlham College remains undefeated at 2-0. So, first ban coming out, Lee Sin banned against ND, one of ND's stronger picks on the season. Lee Sin, very powerful in the jungle, can make lots of plays very quick. Warwick banned away from Butler Thick, one of his best picks. He played it last week in his win against Redbird Esports, having double-digit kills on that champion, making huge early game plays. That Riven banned away from Kazu, as it is one of Kazu's best champions, and very, very influential in that top lane, trying to get him off of his comfort. Set banned away from Zefkul, banned all 3 matches this season. Zefkul having no opportunity to play that power pick in the current meta. Leona banned away from Double Viz, one of his most influential picks. Morgana banned away from Azeroth, one of her strongest champions. Good CC, lots of defensive utility for the team, and some engaged potential with that ultimate. And Mordekaiser locked in for Zefkul, champ we have seen him play before. Big tanky juggernaut, frontliner, strong lane. We love to see it. Kazu locks in Shen, that defensive warden top laner. Not a whole lot of kill pressure, but very strong defensive pick. Jarvan locked in for ND, strong team fighting, ganking presence. Thick locks in that Graves, very, very, very odd pick for him. I'm going to take the draft a little bit slower because there is that pause, and the teams did draft in pro draft, so the picks are predetermined. Butler Thick on the Graves. As we can see in the second ban phase, they ban out more of his champions and take away that Jarvan, something we have never seen from Butler Thick before. I'm not sure if he even plays it that consistently, but Graves slotting into this team comp, very, very odd pick, but we'll see how it works. Nico for Coopstar, absolute iconic pick for him at this point. This has been his strongest champion of the season. This split, he is 2-0 on the pick. I believe he didn't get it week 1, but he has been very, very strong all split on the champion, dating back to the fall semester where he was playing for the Butler Delta team in the Collegiate Star League. So very, very well-known pick for Coopstar. Opposing him, Life's Never Hard locks in that Diana mid. Diana, great diver, assassin, likes to get on the back line, disrupt, and just, get on those carries, CC the team, and create a big old ruckus. Pairing well with the Misfortune and the Shen, that Misfortune will be able to layer her bullet time over the Diana Moonpole. Mumu, this is just an AoE wombo combo comp from the side of Earlham College. Butler, on the other hand, locks in their final 2 picks as Ashe Zyra bot lane. The bot lane they played last week where they got their victory against Redbird Esports. The Ashe Zyra is a classic lane dating back to Season 3 with Cloud9. Sneaky and Lemonation making use of that bot lane way back in the day. Very strong kill pressure. 2v2. Level 6, very, very good. Great team fighting. Manny, known for his Ashe. He's got great kiting, great mechanics. Hopefully we could see some good gameplay out of him. And if I'm the side of Butler here, the real objective of this game is win your lane, right? Zefkul on that Mordekaiser has a great matchup into Shen, able to bully him out, has that percentage health damage, tank versus tank matchup, well, Juggernaut versus tank matchup, he has the Mord, and the Shen has no kill pressure. So if Mordekaiser is able to build that lead, bully him out, and it's truly an iconic pick for Zefkul, I think we'll see good things from Butler. That Nico against Diana ranged into melee, as long as he doesn't get assassinated from the Diana's burst, he's able to poke her out and, net himself some advantages. Getting those big teamfight ultimates to deny that Misfortune bullet time, to deny that Amumu engage, to deny that Jarvan engage. This Nico is a great anti-engage tool for Butler that'll help Manny and Azeroth be able to kite back with that Ashe Zyra. The Zyra with the big teamfight anti-engage ultimate, This seems like almost a complete counter to the strategy proposed by Earlham, right? You have that Zyra ultimate, able to lay down, put damage, and just deny and engage for 2 or 3 seconds, knock everyone up, and put a huge target on everybody who's trying to dive into this Butler backline. And if they're able to get ahead early, there's just not going to be enough damage on the side of Diana Misfortune with the triple tank lineup, which will be melted by the Ashe, who builds Blade of the Ruin King and lots of attack speed, cutting straight through that health stack. But, as we know, Ashe is immobile, Zyra is immobile, Nico is immobile, Mordekaiser's immobile. They have a Jarvan. If this Jarvan gets rolling, gets early gank after early gank, then it's a completely different story for Earlham College. If they get these leads, that Amumu dives in, that Misfortune layers bullet time, Diana dives in, and you're just getting so much AoE damage that Butler can't really keep up if they fall behind early. And a lot of this, I think, relies on that Graves pick. Like, what is he doing? Where is he going? Is he getting counter ganks? Is he setting up vision to protect his lanes? How is he farming? Is he able to keep up with Jarvan? Is he able to get a lead? Is he able to make use? What's he building? Like, this champion is just so many question marks for the side of Butler. But it really, I think it'll be a game-deciding pick if Butler Thick is able to make use of this carry from the jungle. I don't want to call it a carry because it's a little different. It's more of an invader in an early game power farmer, but we will see how the pick goes, and the teams are loading into game at the moment, so we will get into it. And we are into game. So, Butler Challengers on the blue side, Earlham Esports on the red side. Earlham going for a bot lane stack while Butler is going for that 5-point start. Just trying to scope out the early game and ensure no funny business happens on the side of Butler. Big match for both teams. Earlham College Esports trying to defend their undefeated record, while Butler is trying to move into that upper echelon of teams at a 3-1 record and push for that playoff spot. So, standard lanes being lined up. Amumu support. Now, this is a very interesting pick for me. I don't know exactly what Amumu support does, aside from go in and provide some utility at 6, but he seems like he would fall behind and potentially not prove very useful, especially engaging into an Ashe Zyra. Plus, he's melee, so there is a chance he gets poked out in this lane. In top lane, we see Mordekaiser trading. Koopstar getting poked by that Diana Q repeatedly. Life's Never Hard using his early poke and range advantage. Double root lands by Azeroth, putting some poke down onto the side of a Mumu Misfortune. But all of these lanes remaining pretty slow. Butler Thick clearing out 2 camps and heading towards his top side. Both junglers are going to meet in that top river if they choose to fight for that Scuttle Crab. Izikazu going for an engage onto Zefkul as he gets his 3 auto passive in, roots him forward, Conqueror procced, and just a a positive trade for Zefkal in the top lane. He's continuing to push this wave. Jarvan hovering near the top lane. Easy Kazu might be calling for a gank as he goes for another engage onto Zefkal. Gets his 2 autos, 3 autos, and that is an EQ. And that is not a trade you want to see for the side of Earlham College, as Kazu is now too low for Endy to gank. Unless Endy is looking. Ooh, Endy is looking, but Butler Thick is in the area. Zefkal lands the Q. Flash forward by Endy, and Zefkal pops the shield, runs away, flashes. Easy Kazu flash auto attack to finish off the kill, and that is Butler's top laner. Zefkal falling for first blood. Engaged by Endy onto Butler Thick. Butler Thick lands the W, lands the Q, kites away, gets hit up by Kazu, flashes away, and he is just running for his life. Kazu and Endy outplaying on the top side, getting the flashes from both Zefkal and Butler Thick, expending both of their own and a kill in return. Big plays from the side of Earlham College in the early game. Poke trying to be landed in the bot lane from the Ashe Sire lane, but this Misfortune and Mumu have proved to be very tanky, with Fleet Footwork being taken by Misfortune. Normally you're seeing press the attack on her, but that lane sustain being utilized. Biscuits for both of the bot laners. That's an engage from Kazu in the top lane, and Zefkal pulls him back into the wave, and great trade from Kazu with the Bambi Cinder, as he's got a lead for himself after that level 1 gank, or level 3 gank. And if we look at the CS in the bot lane, we see that Please Carry Me has built up a 15 CS lead on that Misfortune. Endy going for another gank in the mid lane onto Coopstar. Does not connect. Coopstar gets away with the clone. Great escape from Coopstar, not blowing any summoners, and revealing the position of the Earlham jungler, Endy. Kazu pushing in Zefkal in the top lane. Butler Thick on a reset. Endy has not reset yet. He is doing so at the moment. So Butler Thick will have the advantage in the jungle for the immediate future. Caulfield's Warhammer picked up by Endy. That is a AD Jarvan 4. Now he will be extremely squishy with that purchase. He will do a lot of damage, but I cannot support that purchase. You know, I love the tank Jarvan. I think it works a lot better. It makes a lot more sense, and you know, scales better in the late game. But if he plays it right, he could make use of that additional AD. Zefkal getting poked out in the top lane. That is a engage from Life's Never Hard. Coopstar trying to trade back, but he is 250 health. That Diana could burst him very hard with the Ignite. Zefkal trying to farm from a distance. So we see Jarvan in the bot lane. Jarvan wrapping around behind, but there is a ward spotting him out. And no gank will land, but Coopstar getting rooted up, getting ignited. Barrier comes in and denies the kill from Life's Never Hard. Easy Kazu going in onto Zefkal. EC Kazu continuing to push in the top lane. Relentless pressure from the Shen, who got the early lead. Butler Thick went for another reset, got his completed jungle item, or his Stalker's Blade. Both bot lanes just continuing to farm, but a 30 CS lead for this Misfortune, and a dragon picked up by Endy. This is the early game going to the side of Earlham College, heavily in favor. They're just putting in the work on Butler right now. Coopstar did manage to get a reset in, bought his Lost Chapter. Life's Never Hard picked up the Catalyst of Ages. Bot lane of Earlham College goes for a reset. Double Doran's Longsword and BF Sword picked up by Misfortune. And just a cloth armor and boots picked up for the Amumu. And a health crystal. Zefkel on his reset picked up a blasting wand, boots, 2 pinks, and 2 health potions. Another engage from Life's Never Hard. Gets rooted up, gets poked. Good trade by Coopstar. Coopstar getting ulted in. Shield. Flash away and a flash followed by Life's Never Hard, and that is a solo kill in the mid lane for the Diana. Butler Thick, ECND finding each other. ECND goes in onto Butler Thick, getting the better of this trade, gets the Shen ult, flash forward, and that's a kill onto Butler Thick. ECND taunt forward onto the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser stuck in between Jarvan and the Shen, moving forward and just barely escapes. That is not the start you're looking for if you're cheering for Butler. And that's a flash forward by the Amumu. Misfortune and Amumu ult, but a flash out by Azeroth, keeping her alive. At this point, Rift Herald leashed for the side of Earlham College. And that is another gauge by the Amumu. Ignite lands, and Azeroth taken out by the Misfortune. Earlham is now winning all 3 lanes and the jungle. This is a rough position for the side of Butler University as they are trying to find a way back into this game. Their next opportunity is going to be that level 6 spike on all of their champions. Maybe a team fight. But right now their lanes are not looking very strong. You know, this is what we're worried about. Woo! Maniac's just flashing away from that Jarvan. Afraid of the engage. Gets the stun under tower. Endy killed by the tower plus Butler Thick. And now the bot lane of Earlham caught in between Butler Thick and Azeroth in between the 2 towers. Please carry me. 300 health, tanking up a full wave, but not enough as the Zyra does not have her ultimate yet. Meaning Earlham College is just able to dance in between those 2 towers and deny Butler Thick and Azeroth all of those minions. This is already a 3,500 gold lead. 4,500 gold lead built up for Earlham College at 10 minutes. Coopstar trying to poke out Life's Never Hard in the mid lane, but losing that 1v1 battle. Azeroth clearing out the wards, just trying to maintain some sense of control in the lane. Kazu going for a recall. Coopstar staying in mid lane with dangerously low health at only 150 now. Calling for his jungler. Engaged by Kazu onto Zefkel. Zefkel misses the hook to push him away, and Kazu so tanky with that Bombi Cinder and Merc Treads finished. Bramble Vest completed from the Amumu, and Essence Reaver by the Misfortune. This Misfortune is huge. 3-0. That bullet time will rip through Butler if they stand in it during these team fights. Shen picking up that Spectre's Cowl. It is going to be nigh impossible for that Mordekaiser to do anything against that Shen. Shen is just very, very, very tanky, strong, going to be incredibly difficult to deal with. Bot lane, a 57 CS lead for the Misfortune. Her early game power definitely noticed in this lane. And Manny taking a third of his health in a straight chunk from that Misfortune Q. And another Q lands, knocking him down to only a third. A engage. Jarvan engages onto Maniacs, and that's the Shen ult. That is the Misfortune bullet time. And that is a double kill for the Misfortune. That bullet time absolutely shredded the bot lane of Butler with the help from their global and their jungler. And another drag going over to the side of Earlham College in this early game. It is going to be incredibly difficult for Butler to come back into this game. Bar some great team fighting on their one-item power spikes. But because Earlham is getting their power spike so much sooner, it's going to be a challenge. A very, very real challenge for Butler here. And Shen able to just TP back into that top lane after the ultimate play in the bot. These globals are just absolutely denying Butler. Life's Never Hard lands, but smart W by Coopstar gets him out of that all-in attempt, and another Q lands by Life's Never Hard. Coopstar's at 200 HP. If he gets anywhere near this Diana, he is just dead. Butler once again being called to this lane to help clear out the minions and protect against the Diana. Maniac's just trying his best to clear these minions, keep himself alive, keep his team in. Zefko procs the passive, gets the Conqueror, but Kazu's taking no damage with all of this MR building towards an adaptive helm. Life's Never Hard pushing in that mid lane with those enhanced autos. Butler coming back to clear another wave in lieu of Coopstar. Butler finding Endy in the jungle. Gets knocked up. Red Smite onto him. Coopstar on the chase and flash burned by Endy. That is an advantage. Not quite the kill you were looking for, but a lead nonetheless. But Endy's re-engaging onto Butler. Thick flashes away. Does not want to give up that kill and survives, but loses his flash in the process, making an even trade for Butler and Earlham. Zefko pulling in the minions, trying to clear out this wave, and that is another engage by Kazu. 1, 2, 3 strikes on the Shen, and he is trading like an animal, just absolutely destroying this Mordekaiser as this very, very tanky and lane dominant Shen. Diana coming to the bot lane for a roam. Catching Coopstar in the rotation, procs the Conqueror. Maniac's locked down by the Amumu between. Coopstar lands the ultimate. Butler thick with the combo, and that's a shutdown onto the Diana. Another kill going over to Butler. That is huge for the side of Butler trying to get back into this game as Butler thick catches double Viz in between the rotation. Shen comes in, Azeroth roots up, uses the ultimate. Coopstar coming in, and the Misfortune ultimate just ripping through Butler. That Essence Reaver flash forward by Please Carry Me, and that is another kill being landed, and Endy cleaning up on the top side of the fight. Azeroth falling. That is a 4-for-1 for Butler. Not the trade you were looking for. 7 kills on this Misfortune. This team fight tactic by Earlham College is working wonders as they are just taking Butler out one by one in these team fights. This Graves about to snap. I can see it. He's got 2 kills. He's got the Phage. He's got the Berserker Greaves. If Butler's gonna win from somewhere, I think this Graves might do it. He just keeps farming up. This Jarvan falls off, and we see Butler thick kite out all of these members. In reality, one player's not enough. This is a team-wide effort on the side of Butler if they are going to win this game. They have to team fight incredibly well, while Earlham College makes a big overextension or throw. Get these bounties, right? That 700 gold bounty on the Misfortune. You're going to need that onto either Coopstar, Thick, or Manny, right? You have to get that 1,000 gold on a priority target and quick. Before this Baron spawns and before Elder Soul becomes a problem. But Thick finding Kazu, but there is no way this Graves can take down the Shen. The Shen is far too tanky at this point. Butler Thick getting engaged on by Endy and flashed. Endy is unstoppable and has slain Butler Thick. This Black Cleaver completed is just ripping through Butler. That is a third dragon to be given over to Earlham College. A 10,000 gold lead built for the school. 11 kill lead. Butler and an arrow shot out by Manny. Not quite connecting. This is just absolute worst case scenario from Butler. Top lane behind early, giving the Shen incredible lane pressure. The jungle not finding any early ganks. Farming pretty effectively, but no real conversion at the moment on the side of Graves. Coopstar finding Endy. You have the proto belt. I mean, not the proto belt. The GLP completed for Coopstar. Blade of the Ruin King done for Ash, and that is Butler Thick going in onto Life's Never Hard. Coopstar in tandem, both players, but no damage is going down. Kazu comes forward, and that is a flash out from multiple Butler members after engaging this fight onto Life's Never Hard. He is just incredibly strong with that Rod of Ages, and just no damage on the side of Butler. 3 members of Earlham College on the top side, getting a tower in response. That was a 4-man play. At this point, you just have to pray that Please Carry Me on this MF runs into your team and gives you that shutdown, because there is not enough gold value on the side of Butler to really deal with any of these champions on Earlham College's team. Root forward by Mumu, flash, ultimate, and that is a double kill from Misfortune. The double crit items in Infinity Edge and Essence Reaver, just destroying Coopstar and Azeroth. And Earlham College now grouped on the bot side, trying to finish off this outer bot or inner bot tower. Butler Thick managing to get the Scuttle Crab around Baron, maybe deny that objective for a few minutes with the vision. It will be incredibly difficult though, as there is just so much team fight value on the side of Earlham College. Mordekaiser ulting the Jarvan, getting a 1v1. This Jarvan is very low, but that is in the Mumu ultimate, and that is a counter engage from the side of Butler. And is this a throw from Earlham College? As they are just kiting out and getting shutdowns onto the side of Earlham. Butler Thick flashing forward, continuing to chase Kazu. Kazu gets the grasp, but that is a shutdown on the side of Butler Thick. That is 3 big shutdowns for Butler. Coopstar caught. Ooh. Please Carry Me, pushing forward and answering back on a Coopstar. But that is exactly what Butler wanted. The 3 tank members of Earlham College engaging onto Butler without either of their carries and giving over all of their shutdown gold. I'm not saying this is a comeback, but this gives Butler life. This gives a couple minutes of scaling time. It gives Butler Thick some levels. Manny X at level 11 now. Right, this bot lane lead, only 2 levels instead of 4. Jungle, both champions are even. Zephycal picking up his first kill of the game, able to complete his tier 2 boots and build towards that Rylai's. He's almost on his 2-item power spike. We could see some life out of this Butler squad, and that is a Black Cleaver completed for Butler Thick. A Guardian Angel over or Guardian Angel over Butler Thick, completed for Endy. But, with a 10K gold lead, what can you expect? There's gonna be needing, or Butler will need some more of that life given over to them to get back into this game. But there is some opportunity. We see Earlham make their first mistake of the game, and Butler capitalizing. So this Mountain Dragon, Hoopstar popping the ultimate early, and that is a huge team fight tool used and no longer available. Zephyr flashes forward, and that is Shenamumu diving into the backline, and no ultimate available. Ultimate pop by Azeroth, knocking up 2, but Butler Thick in the backline trying to 1v1 Life's Never Hard, but this Diana just going off, and Zephyr able to kill the Misfortune on the other side of the fight. Huge 1,000 gold shutdown for the Mordekaiser, as he is maybe still breathing some life into the team. That is a huge shutdown for that champion, and could stall the game out some more. Zephyr now in the 1v1 against Jarvan. I don't think Jarvan wants this, as Zephyr is incredibly strong at the moment. He procs the shield, but this, oh my goodness, that Jarvan has a lot of damage with the Black Cleaver, Warrior, and Guardian Angel. He has tons of AD built, and he is able to just burn Zephyr down. Unable to shop after his big shutdown in the Misfortune. And he continuing to stay on the bot side of the map, keeping his team away from the Baron. Earlham College just resetting. They have secured the Mountain Soul and just looking for Baron now. That is their next big opportunity in this game. Misfortune still with that 850 gold shutdown available. And this is a Baron started up from the side of Earlham College, being pinged out. Butler does not seem to know. It's going pretty slowly. About half health at the moment. But from the looks of it, Butler has no idea. That is a ping from Butler. As the Ash, and it's too late. That is Baron being taken by Earlham College. Butler not expecting and not respecting the opportunity. And Azeroth being caught out by Endy, and that is just an EQ ultimate and a dead Zyra. Another engage by Endy, and Life's Never Hard going in onto Butler Thick as he tries to run away, and he can't even touch this Diana as she just rips through Butler Thick. And now Coopstar, Manny, and Zephyr are trying to defend this base 3v5. Last hope, and that is an engage by Mumu ultimate, and the Misfortune ultimate shredding straight through the team of Butler as Zephyr drops to the Misfortune and Diana. And that is a 5-man strong push by the side of Earlham College, looking to end this game 25-6, 27-minute game. Butler tried their best. They had that one-turn team fight in the mid lane, but not enough as Earlham College rolls over Butler and proceeds to go 3-0, on track to remain, or they remain undefeated, and Butler falls to 500 at 2-2. So, I'd like to invite you all to follow our stream, so you'll see more Butler Esports action. The next match for this Butler Challenger squad occurs on March 17th after a week intermission for spring recess. The teams will reconvene and play their 5th and 6th matches of the season, determining if they make it to playoffs or not after that recess. And Earlham College will also continue out their season. We might meet them again in playoffs. Maybe the result will be different. But that is all we have this week in terms of Butler Challengers. Thank you for watching, and on behalf of everyone from Butler Esports, have a good night.